Hey guys, this is Justin. Just gonna hop on to my Madden franchise using the Chargers and gonna show some gameplay. It's kind of funny how sometimes Madden has like superhuman players. One game you'll beat them, another they just run all over you. Hopefully this team doesn't have any of those today.
Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call,
guys,
as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, well, after the season ends, the Chargers most likely moving about 12 miles north of here. But for now, we've got football at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and our home team. From up top, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 23 carries, 76 yards.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and down field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many runs in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. This is Gordon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 18 carries, a touchdown to go along with 124 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
man, just lost my starter.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Throwing Rivers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Ended up having
working out of the gun. Rivers. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings!
Well, that drives
Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. on second down and 4. Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Rivers now. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. A first down throw here for Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game.
So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They go play action. Cousins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Cousins to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They'll run it with Madison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Benjamin's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On first and 10, Rivers. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Let's discuss Amir Abdullah. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On the delay, this is Abdullah. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, Abdullah. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, Abdullah. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
It's caught by Treadwell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want, give me a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be probably doing some more Madden gameplay, and I got a couple other ideas for games I want to try.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Now, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. One more game still to get to in Week 15. It comes up tomorrow night, Monday Night Football. A lot of Manning fingerprints on this one, the Colts and the Saints from New Orleans. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Rivers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Ben Gideon in on the stop. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Rivers on first down.
Between you guys.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him,
yeah, it is a crazy
It just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Offense.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And
come on, that was in his
incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown and they wear down a defense.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt.
Hey, Mark, who's your favorite receiver?
On first down, Abdullah. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Been a rough game all game long.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
See if I can hold another end zone here.
Here's Amendola now, jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up the third down. Third and short yardage, Cousins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Now on 2nd and 13, Rivers. Xavier Rhodes, the quarterback, there in coverage. Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago.
And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. And he just exhibited it on that play.
Now Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Here's Rivers.
See if we can move the ball downfield.
Right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Well, he's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie. But in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone.
So you guys think I pull this game out?
42 catches went for touchdowns. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for.
And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Rivers, and he's got it.
There we go, tie game.
Conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
It's Cousins.
And I'll show some more games like this.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jerry Tillery in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's Matt Weil now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now Benjamin. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
So guys, should stick to the ground game.
Field, here comes Los Angeles. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Rivers. Caught by Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Rivers to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So Cousins and the Vikings down 24-21, 55 seconds remaining. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. It's caught by Treadwell. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
That's a hell of a way to finish the game. Thanks, guys, for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Game here, coming down really to that last play.
Talk to you guys later.
Defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a